Okay, hello guys, and today I'm going to be sharing a trading strategy that I had promised in the previous video, but surprisingly this strategy would be only for premium people who have actually subscribed or joined my channel. So ensure to join my channel. After subscribing, click on the join button, pay anything, whether it's $1 or 2 or 5. Make sure you're joining the platform, and once you're a member there, you'll be having exclusive access to all kind of robots, all kind of strategies that make 100% of the market. So without wasting time, let's go ahead and look at how to place our first. This is crash 300 index, and I'm gonna be using a 5 minutes. And one thing I encourage you guys to do, make sure you shrink this screen to its lowest. Most people have it like this, but it's not good. Make sure you shrink it to the lowest. That's the best view you could ever have. Now you know that crunch most of the time is moving up, so the first thing to put is actually the something called gonna be showing you two fractals. It's here. So the pixels are those. I'm gonna be leaving it as a white color, 2 pixels, and all time frame, and click on done. Okay, so you can see it's these are the small arrows on top of candlesticks, and the small white arrows on the top of candlesticks representing areas of resistance, immediate areas of resistance and support. And on top of that, we're going to put also Ichimoku. It's here, Ichimoku 2, and Tenke-sen you put 2, Kujen-sen you put 10, and second span B leave it at 52. And then the Tenken-sen color by default I use red, but you can put any color you want, and I leave it at 1 pixel. The rest Kun-sen, up Kun, down Kun, and Kun-sen Q Kun span are all in black by default, because my background color of my screen is actually black. So I'm trying to make sure that they mimic the background of the screen, and therefore I cannot see them on the screen. I only want to see the Tenken-sen. Okay, click on done. Guys, make sure to note this. Take a screenshot if possible, and you will finish up later. Okay, now this one is done. Let's see how it looks like on the screen. Yeah, this is it. Can widen a little bit to see how it looks like. You can see this is the red color that moves around. Probably you could increase its pixels to about 2, so that it will be a little bit thicker and you can see it well. Okay, you can actually increase it more to 3. So that one will be good to go. That will work for us. Can leave it at this point. Okay, so the next candle, or I mean the next indicator to put is the indicator called RSI. Now we're going to be adding an RSI on the next chart, which is the down part of the chart, not the chart itself. So now look for RSI, relative strength index. We want to be applying RSI 7. I know it comes by default as RSI 14, but change that to RSI 7 and apply it to close. And make sure that the pixel is 1. Let's first work with 1 until you see. And the levels of RSI, guys, make sure you take a screenshot. I'm not repeating this, I'm just doing it once and for all, and I'm not repeating it. Apply levels right from 0. I'm not repeating this, be careful. 0, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 70, 80, 85, 95, and 100. So make sure you take a screenshot. Make sure you take a screenshot, guys. I'm moving slowly to make sure that you grasp this and take a screenshot. Okay, so that one said you have applied the levels and the time frame is applied to a time frame. So click on done. So it will put the indicator window down there, and so now we have two windows, the chart, which is this one, and the indicator window, which is this one. Now you can see it has already applied itself and you can already start off trading, but I would advise you wait until we are done here. Okay, just leave the chart around there. Okay, around there it will work. Now let's take back 15 minutes, 5 minutes. You can actually put also in 1 minute, no problem. Now let's apply another indicator, magical one this time. Guys, I'm moving slowly to make sure that you grasp everything. You shouldn't lose anything here. Okay, now this time we're going to be applying this indicator in the indicator window 1. This is the same indicator, which is Ichimoku. Okay, but this time we want to apply, you can first of all, let's use Ichimoku 2. In the next strategy we shall be using Ichimoku, another Ichimoku and another RSI. So first strategy, let's use this. Which one? This one is a little bit faster in making money. Okay, so now it's done. Guys, make sure you copy this. Let me go back slowly. Make sure you copy this, apply to close, fill, 3 pixels and everything. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this. I'm giving you this golden method. You will never make a loss again. Now I'm moving on to the part where I'm going to explain how to use it. And this is the biggest part. You must pay attention. And if you're very keen, you've already seen how it's actually moving. Now, buys. We are moving on to buys. When do we buy? When do we buy? Now, look at my pointer and the intersection of the pointer. It's what I want you to focus on. I'm going to move it here. You can see down there where the Ichimoku hits 10 around 15, around 13, 14. That's a buying zone. Or when it hits 10, it's a buying zone. So we can make it as simple. If you're working in 1 minute, if it hits 10, if Ichimoku hits 10, it's a buying zone. Enter a buy. And that's for a buy. If you're using 5 minutes, then you can shift. If it hits 15 or anywhere between 10 and 15, you buy. If you're using 30 minutes, if it hits anywhere between 30 minutes and above, 1 hour, 4 hours, the big intervals, if it hits between 20, anywhere between 20 and 15, go ahead and buy the market immediately. Buy the market, make that profit so fast, and leave the market as smart as possible. Don't sleep on it. Just enter immediately, make money and get out. So that's for buy. Once it hits on 10, buy if you're in 1 minute. 5 minutes between 15 and 10, once it's around there, buy. That's for the buy condition. Above 4 hours, big time intervals, once it's below 20 and below, those are buy zones. But it's even better if it hits 15 and win big time interval. That's a big buy. But don't sleep on it. Make profits and get out of the market. Okay, now we're heading for sales. Guys, be careful. We're heading for sales. As you can see, the sale is vivid. Here, this is all you have. Once the Ichimoku, the red line, hits 90, sell. Once it hits 90, sell, please. Don't sleep on it. Once it hits 95, 90 and above actually, 90 and above, those are selling zones. 95, a very good selling zone. You'll never see it hitting 100%. It always between 90 and 95. That's the maximum you can hit. Once it goes between that, hitting 90 and 95, that's a typical sell. That's when you can capture the spikes, the selling spikes in crash 300 index. It can also work in booms. Once the opposite applies in booms, I will show you in booms in the next video. This is for crash 300. Look at that. It hits 10. It buys right from here, from 49.28 to about 49.77. That's a lot of money. Look at that. We're gonna be moving again. Look at that. Smart move. It hits 10 here. You can see from 48.70 to about it moved right to 49. From 47 to 49, thousands of points and thousands of pips movement. That's a lot of money. Look at this, guys. If it hits 90, between 90 and 95, you're heading for a big sale, and indeed it so happens. Now, if I had found it in the right zone, I would be entering kind of a trend here, but this is not the right zone. But though, as I promised you, can't live without making a trend here. We would rather risk a $15 and then we make off a small profit. Of about $10, then we're out of the market. That's it, guys. $10, you're out of the market. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it, guys. $10, you're out of the market. Do the same. Once it hits 10, buy. Once it hits 90, between 90 and 95, sell. Those are the best strategies. And that's all for crash. The next video will be about the booms and the steps and the volatility index. Thank you for watching.